in the top five, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome everyone to Boone Pickens Stadium, Stillwater, Oklahoma, and home to the Cowboys of Oklahoma State. As we'll see a team sitting in the top five of the conference standings, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Oklahoma State Cowboys. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Sun Devils will kick it away to start. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard. So Oklahoma State's offense is on the field for the first time today. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense.
When you're ranked in the top five, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome everyone to Boone Pickens Stadium, Stillwater, Oklahoma, and home to the Cowboys of Oklahoma State. As we'll see, the number 3 team in the country, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Oklahoma State Cowboys. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Sun Devils will boot it away to start the game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Oklahoma State Cowboys offense will have the first possession of the game. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks. David, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown.
And it's a fumble on the play. And just like they threw it up, right? Put it on the ground, get it, get the first down.
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take the...
There he goes! Big play for this offense as they get into the 32.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Well, that helped the completion percentage, but the idea was yards after the catch, and it didn't happen.
Great job on defense, too. See ball, get ball. They saw exactly when that ball was spit out. You saw the defense fly to the field.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. And the Cowboys decide to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Sends his first one of the day on the way, and we didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. So Arizona State's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead, and it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Fires to the tight end. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
Man, and we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
They'll give it to the back. Picks up the first down. Still on his feet at the 45. Out of bounds at the 33, but not before the big pickup for the ground game.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Leaves it with the running back. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24.
And, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
With all those receivers in the game, you might think they were getting ready to try to take a big shot. Instead, just efficiently moving the chains.
Yeah, you got all that speed. It scares the mess out of me. I might give you more of a cushion, especially in some areas where you're going to get good matchups of safeties or linebackers on receivers. Nice execution by the offense, getting the free first down.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Now they'll run it on the toss. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
Well, short yardage situation, they decide to go with the toss play. And nice job up front, getting a little bit of push. That's all they needed to get that first.
To the air, it's Fox. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Second and 10, he'll throw again. This one's complete. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. And the Sun Devils headed quickly to the line. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Touchdown, Arizona State! First points of the day are on the board. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Cowboys in a good spot here with second and short. They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. Turning it on. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took it to the house, but they got him at the 24.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big game.
That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10.
That's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good calling plays. You get a completion on 3rd down early in the game, and he should be having a lot of confidence now moving forward in this game calling plays.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
Red pass, it's complete. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable 3rd down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board with that guy in your backfield.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Interesting matchup this week in the Mountain West, and it sure is playing out that way. UNLV is currently working from behind. But how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to New Mexico. The moment something changes in this Mountain West fight, you will hear about it here. Back to you guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Got the quick pass. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Looking for a man. It's Fox. Rushes on him. Got him downfield. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking for a gap. It's Gaines. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. Breaks into the open. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
And how about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football, great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Fox. This time he's got his man. The Sun Devils want to pick up the tempo. Quick catch on 3rd down. Bust through behind his pad. Touchdown, Sun Devils! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Oklahoma State has it back and the offense is on the field. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Lopez. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. On 1st down, here comes this offense. They'll go to the ground. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now. Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall there.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back. Create some space.
Oh, he's got some space. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
Oh, and I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Cowboys can really attack on this second and short. Fires to the wideout. Quickly complete. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal. This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. A first down run in the red zone. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
Second down, he'll throw it. Trying to find the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. Lining up for the PAT.
Well, this offense needed a touchdown. No doubt that was the guy the QB was going to be looking for in that play.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Back to pass, it's Fox. Gets it out fast. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That penalty cost him a third down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Man, is this place loud right now. The Cowpoke faithful bringing it on third down. Got it in the middle. It's Butler. Oh, he didn't get there, and what a stop against an offense that's been magnificent on third down. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Hamilton. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. And the Sun Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. Using his legs, it's Gaines. And some room to work. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first down.
There he goes. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
The Sun Devils pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll leave it with him. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
And the Sun Devils didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Arizona State! That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy has been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. Fights off the defender. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man in the middle. They'll immediately call timeout.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Oh, they're after him. He's going to take off. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
All right, fellas, looks like you've had a very enjoyable day there today in Stillwater. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W.
And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a turning it on. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
And run the football, you're ahead, you can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
It is deafening in here. The paddle people going to work. 3rd down and a big one for the Cowpokes. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Sun Devils send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Finds his big tight end. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. knocks it out of the air. At the 45 on its way. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
The Cowboys just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Under fire. It's complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Gives it on the option.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. And the Cowboys are on the move. Off the play fake on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. And a confident throw and catch, and they're in the red zone at the 13. The Cowboys will snap it on 1st and 10. DB's right up on the receivers. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. He makes a grab. Pistols firing. Touchdown, Cowboys. You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby. They're going to go ahead and go for 2 here and try to make it a field goal game.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmakers, slip them out of the backfield, throw them the football, they'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the move from inside his 5. Makes a move. Got a little room. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. The touchdown drive cut the deficit last time they had it. Forced the punt. Now a chance to really make this a football game.
And I think if you're the offensive coordinator here, you're revisiting that last drive and asking yourself, okay, what did I call? What worked? What can I keep dialing up so we can keep scoring?
Dang right, because you got the momentum. You're back in this football game. Everything is going your way. Your defense just contributed, so that lead they had, just keep chipping away, and who knows what will happen.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's got it again. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. And the Cowboys will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Wants to bring it back. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
And the Sun Devils with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They go to the ground. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. They're going to ride this running back. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. To the ground with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
To the air, it's Fox. Quickly complete. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Sun Devils will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, Dave. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
The Cowboys come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. To the air on 1st down. Got a man in the middle. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Really good job by the defense. Seeing the running back. Don't let that dude who's super fast, elusive, catch the ball in space. Nice job staying glued to him. As soon as he caught that puppet, he got drilled.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Line is set on 3rd down. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. It's a draw. He is going nowhere as the defense is manhandling this running game.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
You got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one and to keep the drive alive.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Cowboys! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. The give to the tailback. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
That's exactly the start you want when you're on offense. In this situation, 4-minute offense, I'm not worried about scoring. I'm not worried about getting a bunch of first downs. I need 2. I need 2 first downs, and I'm going to let that clock tick, and I walk out of here with the dub.
Looking downfield, it's Fox. Zings it complete to the right. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Leaves it with the back. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first downs. So you have to be able to run it.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
And the Sun Devils are moving quickly down the field. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock.
No doubt the offense at this point of the game with the lead late, they're going to try and run the football, and they're going to try and bleed the clock. They need all ball carriers to stay in bounds to keep this clock ticking, just like that guy did there.
The Sun Devils can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Dropping back, it's Fox. Fires to the tight end. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Sun Devils getting set on 1st and 10. They'll try the run. Breaks into the open. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course. This team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Sun Devils have it with a 1st and goal. Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll try the right side. they keep him out of the end zone. He's run out of bounds at the 5.
The two things you're thinking about here offensively is, one, you want to take as much time off the clock. But two, you really want to score another touchdown and make this a two-possession game. You could almost ice it if you can find a way to get in the end zone here. Just take your time. Don't snap it too quickly.
Second and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches, who are my big bodies out wide, and I can throw them the football, and they can make a play over top of somebody.
Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils! Quick strike through the air for the score.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a two-possession lead.
Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Looking downfield on first down. Hines is tight end. And the Cowboys want to move quickly.
Yeah, and you're just running at a time where you can have these small gains where the clock continues to run. This offense definitely got to have some urgency. Down, late in the game. I need to force some plays, Palmer, probably down the field.
And if you're the defense, you can have that all day. We're going to play big zones. We're going to keep the ball in front of us. We've got the lead. You're going to have to make catches like that and make us miss, but you want to...
Oh, he's got some space. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a first down. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. He wants to throw it again. Pocket breaking down. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
At the 40, there he goes. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get...